Hello, my name is Larry Dobrow. I'm the Senior Editor of MM+M. I'm here today with Jeff Rohwer, Managing Director of Strategy and Innovation for Sentient, a W2O group company. Jeff, thanks so much for being here today with us.
My pleasure.
All right. First question, how has digital technology changed the way that pharma marketers, whether brands or agencies, work with clients?
So I think one of the principal ways that has changed is digital technology brings transparency. So I think that we're having much more honest discussions around what are true customer insights, what are the ways that we should be activating against that, and how should we be measuring how we're actually effective at doing it.
How can agencies and pharma brand marketers leverage digital technology to better engage with HCPs?
So I think we need to think beyond from a digital perspective, the digital ad and the website. These are obviously important building blocks of any kind of digital strategy or tactical plan, but we really need to think holistically about the HCP. They're not that interested in really spending a lot of time with you on your brand.com website. They're not terribly interested in the advertisements that you put out in 160 by 600 banners. So how can we be a part of that HCP's experience where we're helping to generate discussion and put emphasis on topics that they care about, but that are also important for brands? How can we then make sure that our targets are exposed to that content or hearing that information, that we're facilitating discussions from a digital perspective so they can talk about these issues, so that when you're ready to introduce your brand as the solution, that you've set up through the challenge, through the discussion and through KOL content and things like that, that they're going to be receptive to the message of the brand. So I think we need to think beyond just web and really holistically how we raise issues and then how we pay that off with branded messages.
How do you expect AI and data science to reshape healthcare?
AI is already changing how we work as marketers today. People are actually already using AI, they're just not necessarily calling it AI. So when you use programmatic technology, for example, to optimize prospecting for audiences based on a conversion point on your website, and you're using, let's say, a DSP or a DMP to do that optimization, that's AI. And those are things that we do with our clients today that are already happening. So it's here, it's not something that's coming, it's here from a marketing perspective. In a broader context of health, if we think about all the data that is now coming online, we think about health records, we think about patient tracking their health behaviors, how people are using, what are the things that they're looking at consuming, et cetera. And we start combining all these data sets in terms of really trying to gain deep insights around what are the things that are actually impacting behavior, what are the therapies that are actually driving better patient outcomes. Like, I think artificial intelligence is a concept of being able to look at all that data, see it, find patterns and glean insights as a result of it, make decisions as a result of it, has a huge potential. The biggest barrier may not necessarily be the technology. The biggest barrier may be being able to feed it with the proper data sets.
All right. Jeff, one last question for you, and it is a two-parter. What are some of the benefits to the increasing use of data and analytics, and what are some of the drawbacks?
So I think one of the benefits of data analytics is really about us now as marketers having honest conversation about what works and why, and really understanding true customer insights, really understanding what are the things that we should be doing as a result, and being able to measure whether or not that's working. I think we've moved beyond like really deep thinking around how we relaunch a new campaign with a new creative idea every year, and really technology has brought us the ability to really focus and say, okay, what are the things that we should be doing that actually are going to drive the business? I think one of the challenges around data is that there can sometimes be analysis paralysis. We maybe get too much data. What are the things that are important? What should we really be paying attention to that matters within all the different things that we're now able to see? I think that's a critical thing, is understanding what's actually important to look at.
All right. Jeff, thank you so much for your time and expertise here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. For MM+M, I'm Larry Dobrow.